Most people never realize they are being watched, but a trained operative is taught to notice when something is wrong long before a threat truly appears. In the shadow world of ghosts and phantoms, silence is never truly empty of sound. It is a complex language where silence itself speaks the loudest truth. Every movement is calculated, every step intentional. In this realm, an ordinary object left behind can determine the thin line between survival and a total disaster. To the untrained eye, it is just a flower. To an agent, the position of this pot is a critical message that overrides any digital communication line. A simple chalk mark on a pole carries more weight than an encrypted email. It is a signal that bypasses the reach of modern global surveillance systems. Contrast this old-world tradecraft with the cold efficiency of modern technology. One relies on massive power, while the other thrives on the power of the inconspicuous. We live in an age of total visibility, yet the most important secrets remain hidden in plain sight, tucked away in the corners of our daily lives. Welcome to the world of signals. Today, we decode the hidden language of nonverbal communication and the art of staying invisible while sending vital messages. In the digital age, where every single byte of data is scanned by artificial intelligence, human intelligence is forced to return to its most primitive roots. High-altitude satellites can read a license plate from space, yet they are completely blind to the silent intentions of two people meeting on a street corner. Encryption can be broken, and servers can be hacked. When the digital highway becomes too dangerous, the spy retreats into the safety of the physical world. An old postbox or a public bench becomes the new secure server. These are the nodes of a network that requires no power and leaves no. Look closely at this ribbon. We have traded security for convenience, but the spy knows that true security lies in the physical, the manual, and the completely unhackable silence of objects. Welcome to the Dictionary of Objects. To survive in this trade, you must learn to read the world differently than everyone else around you today. A flower pot on the left side of the balcony might mean the area is safe. Moving it to the right signals immediate and extreme danger. If the flower is missing entirely, the meeting is cancelled. No words were spoken, yet the instruction is as clear as a shouted command in person. Consider the newspaper. Its presence is expected. Its placement, however, is a directional arrow. The fold of the page indicates which way the target moved. The orientation of the masthead, or the way the corners are tucked, tells a story of surveillance, escape routes, or the timing of the next drop. Every detail matters. Even the way a person walks, or the condition of their clothing, can be a prearranged signal to a watcher across the street. That piece of gum on the heel isn't an accident. It might be a marker, or even a tiny container for a micro dot of high-value intelligence. The ordinary becomes the extraordinary when you look past the surface. This is the psychology of perception. We only see what we expect to see. An umbrella leaning against a table is just an umbrella until you realize it is pointing directly at the person who is carrying the documents. Even sound can be a physical signal. A rhythmic clinking, or a specific sequence of coughs, can signal the start of a delicate, high-stakes operation. Tying a shoelace is the perfect excuse to stop and check for a tail. It is a natural movement that provides a brief window for observation. A loose brick in a wall is a classic. A shift of just 5 centimeters is enough to announce that the safe house has been compromised. The ring on a finger, the color of a tie, the way a jacket is draped over an arm. All of these are words in a silent. The spy exploits the gaps in human attention. We ignore the mundane, and in that ignorance, the most vital secrets of the state are past. You are learning to see the hidden layer of reality. Once you know the code, the world is no longer a random collection of many objects. High-level communication happens when two people never meet. They never see each other's faces, yet they share a profound and dangerous secret connection. This is the dead drop. It is a physical location used to exchange items or information without the need for a direct, risky, face-to-face meeting. Hours pass. The world continues its busy routine, unaware of the explosive intelligence sitting just inches away from the public walking path in the park. The retrieval must be swift and look completely natural. A person tying their shoe or picking up a dropped coin provides the perfect cover for this. Inside the lipstick, the message waits. Dead drops require absolute trust in the system and a mastery of timing that is calculated down to the second. In a library, the silence is literal. A specific book on a specific shelf becomes a vessel for a message that will change the course. Hiding in plain sight is the best defense. 1,000 books provide 1,000 places to hide, making a physical search nearly impossible without a. The hollow rock is a masterpiece of deception. Weighted to feel real, textured to look natural, it is a piece of high-tech gear disguised as. Even a rusted nail can be a container. These everyday items are the breadcrumbs of the intelligence world, leading from one secret to the next one. Patience is the operative's greatest weapon. They may wait days for the signal to appear, watching for the subtle change that marks the drop's success. The environment is the canvas. A bridge, a park, a library, all are transformed into high-security communication centers by the mere presence of a hidden signal. The message is often layered. A visible signal tells you where to find the physical drop, and the drop contains the encrypted, invisible core of data. It is a delicate web of trust. One mistake, one late arrival, or one misplaced object can collapse the entire network and lead to an arrest. Timing is everything. A dead drop is only safe if the window of vulnerability is kept to an absolute minimum, synchronized with the city's natural pulse. In the world of the no-touch connection, silence is the only sound that matters. It is a symphony of secrets played out in the shadows. To survive, you must learn to see the invisible. The art of nonverbal communication is not just about sending, it is about the constant receiving. The reflection in a shop window or a car mirror is your second set of eyes. It allows you to see behind you without ever turning. Is that man behind you just a commuter, or is he a tail? Distinguishing between a coincidence and a deliberate move is the difference between life. This is the SDR surveillance detection route. It is a planned series of maneuvers designed to smoke out anyone who might be following you through the last-minute exit is a classic move. It forces the surveillance team to reveal themselves or lose the target entirely in one swift, calculated motion. A true operative never looks directly at their target. They use their peripheral vision to detect the small anomalies that betray a professional surveillance team's presence. Changing your silhouette or color is vital. Surveillance teams look for the lady in red. When she becomes the woman in blue, she effectively vanishes. Every shiny surface is a tool. In the urban jungle, the master of survival uses the environment against those who are trying to track their every. Information is power, but overconfidence is a death sentence. You must assume you are always being watched, even when the street appears to be empty. The zigzag route exposes the followers. If you see the same face 3 times in 3 different locations, you are no longer alone on your. A simple test of reaction. A professional will ignore it. An amateur might flinch. Every interaction is a data point in the game of cat and. Control your breathing. Control your pace. Any sign of panic is a signal to your pursuers that they have finally gotten under your skin today. The dark is a friend, but also a trap. In the world of shadows, you must always know your exits before you ever step inside the van that has been there for 10 minutes. The man who has been reading the same page for 20. These are the telltale signs. Total immersion is the goal. You are not a person. You are a ghost in the crowd, a shadow among shadows, completely and utterly invisible. As the city lights up, 1,000 silent conversations are happening. The world is a library of private codes, accessible only to those who know. The geranium, the ribbon, the chalk mark. These were the whispers in the noise. They were the messages that changed the world while everyone else slept. Real spies don't wear tuxedos in casinos. They are the invisible people you just brushed past on the sidewalk without even a second glance today. Next time you see a dropped glove or a strange mark on a wall, ask yourself, was it an accident or was it a signal? The truth is often hidden in the most boring details of our lives. We have only scratched the surface of this secret, silent, hidden language. In every city, in every country, the game continues. It is a game played by the rules of silence, where the winner is never known. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of the shadow world. Your perspective on the world will never be the same again. The tools may change, but the art remains the same. It is the art of the human element, the one thing no computer can replicate. If you want to decode more secrets of the intelligence world, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more deep dive analysis videos soon. Remember, in the world of signals, everything has a meaning. You just have to be brave enough to look for the truth behind the mask. Stay vigilant, stay hidden, and always keep watching the shadows. Until next time, the signal is now closing. Goodbye, and stay safe out there.